Who wins in motor racing? David or Goliath? For me, the Mini and the Mustang typify the British and American styles of motor racing. Both cars can be quick, but they gain their speeds in very different ways. The Ford Mustang is a powerful V8 machine that can launch itself down the straights. Meanwhile, the Mini doesn't have that top speed, but it's nimble and can get in and out of a corner very quickly thanks to its short wheelbase and front wheel drive. You might have seen last weekend's Silverstone Festival. It's a celebration of motor racing history that is a fun event in person and online. One of the races was the pre-1966 Transatlantic Touring Car Trophy, pitting saloon cars from both sides of the Atlantic against each other, where British Minis and Cortinas face the American Mustangs and Falcons. I want to see what two of the cars can do when properly racing. So today I'm racing the Mini and the Mustang around the Silverstone circuit for 3 laps each, seeing what times I can set and how many positions I can gain from the back of a 20-driver grid. Okay, here we are. Getting a pretty good start, making our way past the first Cortinas and Mustangs. As they slow down, we're going to make a round to their side. Sliding the car round. Oop. Just got hit by a sign. This car definitely finds the loop quite tricky. Ooh. As they all check up, going into Brooklands. Taking the inside into Luffield. Cortina thankfully can't get round. As we blast past that Mini. In Assetto Corsa, the car is good fun. This is now an older mod, but it's still worth taking it out on track, and it's very enjoyable against its touring car competitors. Taking cops very easy here. There's a great challenge to get the power down while maintaining grip, and it's always a blast to go sideways, even if that isn't always the fastest way around a track. But as we leave, getting slowed down by the fair lane. Now able to get on side and past. Let's come back with a passion. Nothing to do here with Vale, but wait. Sliding mount as we can't get the grip. Our first lap, taking us up to 9th position. Making it 8th, although that fair lane is coming back now. Switching back as we go in the loop. So this is the Mustang 289. It holds a mighty 4.7 litre V8 engine and is ready to use each and every bit of it. We all know Mustangs for their power and their sound. It's no surprise that the 1960s Mustangs remain a lasting symbol of Americana. You may have noticed this light blue livery. It's based upon Alex Brundle's so-called Mustang that was driven last week at the event by Chris Harris and Marino Franchitti, who took Brundle's car around Silverstone and placed 9th overall. The Mustang has a strong racing history. In 1965, Alan Mann Racing, who later did the Ford Escorts, used the car to win the British Saloon Car Championship. They're all bunching up as we go into Maggots. Just about safe. However, the Mustang is definitely more famous for its racing prowess in the United States. Out of the 7 total races in the 1966 inaugural Trans Am Championship, the Mustang took 4 victories. Going into Stowe and taking a position. Their work at Mid-America, VIR, Green Valley and Riverside helped Ford to win the manufacturer's trophy in the above 2 litre category. Better be safer here. But we have a good run here. Okay, so we got a 2:43.9. Could definitely go faster, but when you're having to deal with other AI, we'll take what we can. At Riverside in particular, the Mustangs were just dominant. Achieving 1st, 3rd and 4th places after 4 long hours of racing. Returning the next year, the Mustangs won 4 more races and took the 1967 championship against highly competitive opponents. Might be able to take 2 positions here. 3 wide into Brooklands is a dangerous idea. Just about alive. As we make contact with the 11. Got a good exit and we can get past the number 1 into 3rd place. Ooh, hit in the Cortina. Gonna let him take that space back. Oh, and again. He's now gone wide into Beckett's. It's quite a messy overtake, but we are 1 place higher on the podium. Back in Europe, the Mustang was also successful taking podiums at tracks such as Snetterton, Aarhus, and the 1967 24 Hours of Spa. However, reliability was a concern, with about 46% of all Mustang entries in 1967 unable to complete their races. But it seems that the car behind can't get to us. As long as I don't make any moves like that one. Taking a good drift as we make our way back to the start finish. And setting a 2:46. So our best was the 2:43.9, and we got up from 20th to 2nd place. Let's see how the Mini does. Lights off, away we go. Making a good start against that number 24. Sticking to the inside as there's a crash ahead. Just making it through. All a bit sketchy there. Just about get past the number 34. Although he's looking to be touching us on the inside. He's able to get through for now, but we come back underneath as we make our way down the Wellington Straight. So here's the Mini Cooper S. It's definitely today's underdog. His top speed means that he's starting to get towards us. Not making it onto the track. As we get onto the inside of Luffield. That Mustang's struggling to get on the accelerator. Even against other Minis, we are gaining a lot of positions. As he goes to our inside at Cobbs, that's a bit tricky. As we persuade the car to get around the corner. We can't match the Mustang on a clear track, so this busy race environment means that the Mini has more of a chance to do well. I know I have to be more aggressive when overtaking to be in any sort of a shot, but hopefully I can be largely in keeping with the historic style, gentleman-esque driving standards. As we see in our rear mirror, the big American muscle car is making its way through. Soon to be two of them. Which may make this corner interesting. I think we've just made it interesting by ourselves. Compared to the Mustang, you can definitely feel this car's lightness, but even with limited skill, the Mini is pretty great in the corners. And you can thread the needle between the larger cars. This would be great at more technical tracks, but at Silverstone, my cornering advantage doesn't mean too much when they can overtake me again on the track's long straights. Just like the Mustang, we've made our way up to 9th position after just one lap. Making our way to the inside of the loop. Touching the Mini. The Mini is a British icon that has remained on the road since the 1960s. From being the protagonist of the Italian Job to the daily drives of bands and royalty alike, the Mini Cooper has been loved for decades. F1 car designer and team owner John Cooper helped to transform the Mini into the Mini Cooper. Owing to this development, the tiny saloon car has surprisingly good records on track. But at corners like that, we can really get our advantage, even on some of the Cortinas. It has at least 9 outright victories, and a further 22 class wins from 1963 to 77. These included sprint and handicap wins at Zandvoort, Aintree, Goodwood and Brands Hatch. Making quite a mess of cops there. I'm still not used to the front wheel drive cars, and that corner definitely punishes you if you haven't got it right. More importantly for this underdog, the Mini Cooper S was reliable and apparently finished 78% of races it competed in from that same 15-year period. This reliability meant that it could outlast more powerful threats quite fairly and quite comfortably in endurance races. As such, it won the 1964 Silverstone 6 Hours and earned a third place result at the Nürburgring 6 Hours in 1965. As we make our way onto the last lap, we've just achieved a 2:45.8. Sliding through Abbey. Can we make it to the outside of the corner? Car to the inside. The fair lane is just too slow. And then it just accelerates all the way out. He's gone too far and we can make a position, at least temporarily. The updated Cooper S version was a runner-up in the British Saloon Car Championship 4 times from 1963 to 66. Although it couldn't match the non-S Cooper Championship win in 1962. Okay, there we go. For now, keeping the position, P6. It's a bit touch and go there. The Mini Cooper may be more well known for its rallycross and rally credentials. The car shone in twisty and difficult rally stages. Making a better job with that corner. The so-called Three Musketeers of Timo Mäkinen, Paddy Hopke and Rauno Aaltonen beat cars with 3 to 4 times the amount of power. Mustang's giving us room. Although it's going to make this even more difficult. If we're lucky, we might get the Cortina, but that might be it. The Three Musketeers, they stormed to victory at the Monte Carlo and 1000 Lakes rallies 3 times between 1964 and 67. The Mustang made the hash of that corner. And we slide into the inside, too aggressive. Have to give that one back. Although, can we get it again? Ah, so close. So ultimately, a 2:47.7 and got up to P5 from 20th. So the Mustang has won that competition in both gaining positions and lap time, beating the Minis by 1.9 seconds and 3 positions. At the festival's real transatlantic race last weekend, the Mustangs were victors as well. The Fords were able to stretch their legs on the longer straights. Their best laps in the Fords ranged from 2:27s to 2:30s, whilst the fastest Mini ended the race in 19th position with a fastest lap of 2:35.3. Despite that difference, that Mini was only 26 seconds behind the Mustang in first, in part due to the safety car intervention. For me, the best and most exciting part was the last 5 minutes, where 7 Mustangs were all scrapping for first place, whilst heavily sliding through the corners. If you haven't seen the race yet, it's definitely worth a watch. You can find it 6 hours and 33 minutes into the Silverstone Festival 2025's Day 2 livestream. I hope you enjoyed this short bit of racing around Silverstone. I've been Historic Sim Racing, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.